Hello guys, welcome to We Trade Bitcoin by Tuniverse. Last week I did not update any video because I took a day off from trading. I didn't trade at all. I was in position also, but I had my charts covered, my Bitcoin spot. So it was hectic weeks in previous week, but anyway, I think I will be back on trading slowly this week, and then I try to update video for you guys at least every 2 or 3 days. So let's get into the price. We all know Bitcoin is down and everything bad. All the dramas and about UST Luna stablecoin is out of peg, and so many of you, including me, losing a lot of money in this period of time. This week it just suddenly happened, including our stock market and everything. Let's look at the SPY right now. Okay, you see the gap up. This is my analysis for S&P 500. About I did it about 2 months ago, 2.5 months. So I did analysis as if the price will be able to break this resistance, or we're gonna see S&P 500 keep going into next level. But if it not, we're going to see it going down maybe here. So for a month until June, I will expect the stock market S&P 500 to go down a little bit more into this level, and then we will see if the investors still have a trust in economic and hope it will be able to hold the level. But if the investor decide to sell, we are going to see a big sell off like last time we had in COVID. And from this pattern we see a gap down after gap down after gap down, right? It's more likely to happen because this week we see gap down also, and the previous week we also have a little bit of gap down here in a weekly scale. So keep your eyes on S&P 500 for next month between May, June, July. So okay, let's get back to Bitcoin price. I will start to BTC dominance. As we see here, I make a level of Bitcoin dominance in the market for quite some time since last year. To me, this level is significant sideways level. We have to keep our eye on this level. If anytime when the price not the price, if the dominance index able to break here like this one, they broke a little bit down and then able to do recover. So if it touch this red line again, it's going to be very dangerous. And if it not, we are going to see it come back up here. But anyway, this level is quite big, and we need to have a lot of funding to come into the crypto market. For this, we have to look at we have to think about in the big picture. Is there any chance that investor will be get back into cryptocurrency market and Bitcoin if we see the market cap going up it's going to be a good sign. But if it's not, at least the second potential is to see the market cap moving in between this level. So it's gonna be it might be a sideways for maybe until 2023, also possible. So this range and this range, so we have to keep our eye on it. And then going to the next thing, we are going to see the big picture. First, let's take a look at BLX. This is a historical Bitcoin chart, and here this is the weekly chart, guys. And in the past weeks, we see how many of selling pressure, selling volume: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. 7 weeks of down, 7 weeks of selling. This is a massive event that we have to be careful and be conscious about this. Okay, first I'm going to see what is going to be, or any historical data we have in the past about this. If we are looking at the weekly sell off about 5 weeks, 7 weeks, or what we have in the past. Even here in the COVID dumps, we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3 weeks. Here we have only 3 weeks sell off, but it's quite a lot, right? It's kind of sucking the price and everything down. This is, you can see this as a same scenario between stock market correlation into the whole investment market, including Bitcoin, everything down. Also the same right now, all the market, currencies, inflation, stock, cryptos is all down, right? And then what we have here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually we have 4 here. Okay, let me mark here. This is 4 weeks. And if you're looking at the price, it's about the same range, the same percent price going, able to go down. And what else? Let's see if we can find anything. Here also in 2018, crypto winter bear market, we has a lot of selling off, and it's not all together. It's not all together, but in general, we can see here it was significant sales volume. It's a significant sales volume, and it's pull the price down very heavily. Was 67% down. So what else we can have if we go back into 1, 2. Okay, this is a continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. This also a massive sell off. At that time in 2015, if we measure from the top into the bottom, it was 57% down. And at here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6. Okay, here in 2014 we have 6 weeks down, and price down to about 48%. The 48%, this is massive. It was massive sell off. So The same at this time, we should expect price to come down lower 40% to 60%. All right, so what if we measurement from the first week of sales here around here, now we down to 37% 37% because of the price stopped at this support level. It looks very scary, I know, but every time when price came down to touch here and it bounce and it down touch here again and it bounce down touch here again and bounce, so we have to see this level. This is a very important. It's gonna be chaos, it's gonna be so many emotion and stuff right here. The same with this, so many people losing money in this level. So if you are not active trader, I don't recommend to trade during this period because we expect to see very high volatility of sideways to kill both short and long here. This also might happen the same like this. Yeah, this also break up and down and chop here, or maybe finally break down, or it can be the same, chop up and down, chop up and down, and then break up. So both scenarios can happen. And anyway, we have a higher high here. This is not a lower low just yet. So for our assumption, we have this is kind of be a last frontier of Bitcoin, and we hope this gonna not able to break lower low. If we have a lower low here, man, I don't want to say that, but we might enter a fully officially bear market for a year or 2 or 3 until at least the next halving event. All right, so stay strong. I know it's gonna be hard. In last month it was hardest day of trading for many of you guys, including me, because I have Bitcoin in spot. I trade futures just to get more Bitcoin and to protect spot position when I short. But of course it's not going to be all, because I did not, to be honest, I did not short Bitcoin in like cover it in full position of spot I have. So yeah, stay strong, man. And then let's take a look at the chart, another chart here. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's zoom in into daily chart. I have some analysis here. So in the past week we have, you can see this, if you follow this channel, this mark, I mark it as a very important significant support. If the price break down here, it's gonna like dump. We're gonna expect a dump because this level are very strong support. So now we have dumps as we expected. So but sadly last week I did not trade, I did not do active trading at all. I bought a short here and I short it down, and then I like get out here and then short it again down here. It doesn't mean I made a lot of money, but I just protect what I have. This is what I do. This is what, if we have Bitcoin in the spot, that is what we should do. So I'm usually don't recommend, so it's not recommendation for myself. This is for myself. I'm not short, do the naked short at all, very rarely to do. Usually I short it to protect my spot, and then when the price go down I can accumulate more Bitcoin, and then the average price will pull down also. But in this case, let's take a look at the rejection here. We have a higher high here on the daily in 27th of May, 28th of May, and then pull back, rejection, first rejection, come back down, also rejection, back up, and then we have second, third, and then continuation of rejection. This is clearly very strong rejection, right? And we see the increasing of selling volume also increase, and of course it will indicate the price down in opposite way. It's nothing to say much, man. So and then the falling wedge, last video I draw a falling wedge here, and this is will be a thing, important thing too. If the price break with the falling wedge and not able to claim in the channel and break to test this resistance, it's going to be very bad for Bitcoin, because of it's quite a lot of people who bought Bitcoin in this level to now here turn into a very significant, very strong resistance. So it's all about the emotion. It's all about the emotion of everyone in this market. If they still hope Bitcoin have a futures for this year 2022, when the price going back up, if these people doesn't want to sell, right, doesn't want to dump on this or take a profit or get out from the position, this can be scenario we see. But the more likely the first scenario going to happen is when the price at least go back up here, we might expect these people to take off their position, right? So we could have another dip down here, but how low we never know. It can be like this and back up again. It can be like this, a little bit lower and sideways, or it can be lower low. This is the worst case we want to see, but it's also able to happen. One scenario that we have to keep in mind: first thing, price just recovery very strong up to here, and these people doesn't want to sell, they decide to hold it. We could see the price continue back up. This is the first scenario. And then the second scenario, price come down here, rejection, lower again, go back down, or strong down, come back. It's possible to just have a rejection from these people, if we have this like this, it will be very dangerous. So you should get into short. If you don't want to sell Bitcoin, you can also sell some to accumulate at the lower level. All right, and let's see what lower level can be. Okay, now we not talk about the upper level, because upper level we have the resistance here in this zone. So we just hope it at least recover get into closer into this resistance. Yeah, this is the first target that we are hoping the price able to recover, and then we are going to see what next after this. But it's no point to predict that price going to go down and up and go like higher high again. So we don't see that. I don't see that. So the market is very depressed and bearish in general, not just cryptocurrency but stock, in everything, the inflation, oil price. Oh, it's gonna be difficult for us, for investor, for trader. So try to be healthy, try to be conscious about what are you going to do. Try not to see the both scenario. Get your bias into the more likely scenario as much as possible. So because of the whole thing, if we look at the big picture, the whole thing from here, turn into resistance. It's gonna be very, very, very difficult for Bitcoin to be able to go higher high above 68,000. This is what I think. And right now we are focusing, I have a bias on the downside, how to protect your Bitcoin, my Bitcoin portfolio to not get destroyed so much. We're gonna sell some, scaling out and keep it lower to get more Bitcoin. That is another good idea to do. So it doesn't, it's not anything wrong if you want to sell it and you can buy it lower. There's nothing wrong about that. Or if you have a strategy to just hold it and short it down to get some profit and use some short future profit that you have to buy more Bitcoin at a lower price. So it depends on your strategy. Let me know what is your strategy in the comments. So next video I will talk about it. I can know what is your strategy. You get in and get out 100% into Bitcoin, or you accumulate Bitcoin, you hodler, you hold Bitcoin, and you try to get it more Bitcoin at cheaper price. So let me know in the comment of this video. All right. So I think this level we don't see the strong bull to come in and buy. Why I say that this is not a strong bull? Why I say that? Because when we looking at the previous sideways here, back into December of 2021, when the price down to here, we have a very big and long wick here, and you can see the price recover very fast and buy volume coming back in here. When the price going back down again, we see wick here, buy volume coming, I came back in, and then again the same thing, buy volume, come back in after the sell off event, and then again week, buy volume coming back in next few weeks, in next week, and then even here, even small wick here, right? But yeah, we don't have a follow-up buy volume right here. We don't have a follow-up buy volume right here, but we have follow-up selling volume. So this, I will take my bias as a fair market, but it's not officially. As I said, we still going to have the last one is as long as the price not able to break lower low at this point, right? So and then next, what is a scenario that I will keep eye on and have a bias on the scenario? This is the daily charts. Usually when the price wick down here, let's go back here, when the price wick down here, the price will not just recover immediately. When we turn back into the previous day, when the price wick here down, even we have a lot of sales volume coming back in huge amount, the price will recover like sideways up and down first to see what the market decision, what the most people, everyone in the market want it to be, and then it's go up, right? It's not going down and up immediately. Even here it's going sideways for a few months until okay, everyone decided no one wanted to sell anymore, and people coming into buy, and then finally we see a recovery. So my expectations with this point still the same. I expect to see the price set up of a significant level, base level. Maybe it might move between here, because we have a very big resistance. We can see the very high volatility. Because why I say that, because we see we have a huge sell volume, and the next day we have huge buy volume also. When the time like this, the volume will come back in, and it will be extreme both way, buy and sales volume, including people will get liquidation on the way down when the price should back up here. So I expect to, first scenario, I expect to see price move in the day very like a big range around here. Some people might say we might see another Wyckoff accumulation, something like this. This also possible. It will be overextended level. Yeah, expect volatility to come hit the resistance and overextended to here, and the people coming in buying it, and then overextended to this side, and then chop down again. This also a scenario. I think it's very hard to trade, except if you are a professional or you are experienced trader. So this also have a, this can be a scenario to make money also. But for some of you guys, if you don't have enough experience, at least if you are new here, less than a cycle, less than a year or 2-3 years, so this price action like overextended here, accumulation up and down like this, it will be very difficult to trade. I will not recommend to trade. But one thing that we have to keep in mind, when we found the market is difficult to trade, we don't have to trade. We don't have to lose money into this. We don't have to do anything. We just protect it. If you short here, like I made a last video, that if we cannot break here, it will be dangerous. If you have a short position here and you still holding it down, that's fine. Keep it. That's fine. I will keep it here until at least price recover here, and I can see the price able to be above this level, right? If it not, I just keep my Bitcoin safe with short position here, and we will see in, I think, this week or 2 weeks or maybe 1 month, to see what Bitcoin price will be, and things will fall out. We will see more but for this, the clue that we have like the waterfall of selling, and then it stopped here. We will see. This is what I can say in this video. Try to be safe, try to don't get into risks, try to use your analysis, try to be cautious. Don't revenge trade because you think the price going back down here and it will go up. It's not always like that. Sometimes it could be if it happened only Bitcoin, but it looked like going back to the market again, the big picture. I have a big picture list here. When we're looking at general S&P 500, yeah, it's also down. This is a trend of that. It could be a global trend of investment, something going to happen, so we have to keep in mind into this, and this can be very dangerous for Bitcoin and for stock also. So I think this is all today. So we're going to look closely into the price and I will do nothing for today and see first, and if we have more clue that price stop dumping down, or we see the trend of people coming buy in, I'm going to follow. I'm going to think about what should do again. But at this point of time, no, it's not good to short here. Also because for bulls, this is a very cheap price, cheap Bitcoin price to buy, to accumulate into your spot market for bull. If we have enough bull price, we will able to like extend it here. Also, it's not good for to add your short here. This is what I think, but it depends on your decision. It depends on your plan. This is not financial advice. Remember this is the Bitcoin analysis that I love to share with you guys, but I will not trade here. At least I will wait for today and tomorrow, maybe a week, to see how price movement will be. Even if the price is recover and it make higher low, this is not too late to get in. If it will be slowly recover like this, it's not late, you have time. But to take a very high risk is dangerous. Keep this in mind, and hope to see you in next video tomorrow. I try to do it at least every 2 days for this analysis here at We Trade Bitcoin, and see you again in next video. Goodbye.